Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Models for Heroes, Modeller's Mess, Modelling Mayhem on Friday. Thank God it's not Monday, because that would be a hell of a one to say. I'm Steph, and today we've got Gary. Say hello, Gary.
Hello.
Hello, Gary.
We've got James. Say hello, James.
Hi, James.
And we've got me, Steph. Oh, sorry, we've got John as well. Sorry, I nearly forgot you there, mate.
Oh, I see what it's like.
I'm just getting them in early, mate, because I ain't going to get many in later.
You're not. You're going to lose drastically as per normal. Greetings, everybody. It is I, John. I'm going to swap my camera around in a second, but yes.
Yeah, and we've got Malcolm in
Good
the back.
afternoon, everybody. Oh, it's off at 12 and says good morning. Yeah, we know what it's like.
Yes.
Typical RAF.
Well, you didn't have 4 stars next to it.
He wasn't woken up by room service again.
Yeah, I blame room service. My butler failed miserably. Oh dear.
Morning, John.
If we
Good afternoon.
and somewhere in the background, Malcolm's lurking, but we'll pull him in a bit. So let's go around the board. Gary, do you want to go through how you're doing with your Randy Rover?
Yeah. I am getting on the very best. Just a lot of fiddlery detail painting to be done. Hopefully get it done the next day or two, and more weathering on the vehicle as well. Have to say, it's the worst kit I've ever built.
Really?
It's a very bad. Yeah, the Revell kit is not great.
Wow.
Compared to the Tamiya one, this one here is an absolute nightmare.
In what way? Fit or
fit, flash, injector pin marks. It was a really bad kit.
No. Not what you need, mate. Not what you need.
No.
But it's sent to trials, and I'm sure you shall overcome.
Yeah.
By hook or by crook, even if it ends up in more pieces than it came in.
Well, hopefully not. Hopefully not.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Hopefully not.
Nice. Well, they're both looking good side by side.
Really Thank you.
That. Okay, so we'll go to John next.
Oh, cheers. So I've got a mouthful of ciabatta.
Oh, good Lord. I can't get it right, can I?
What? No. I was doing that on purpose. I am carrying on with my building of a scene for a Churchill Avery. That's what I had originally.
Yep.
Didn't like it, so it's too small. So I've got another broom head, and I'm making up. Oh, there we go. Some more bundles.
Yeah.
Add to it. Hopefully, almost double it in size. And I've got all these here to put together. Yay! Enjoyment.
Cool. So how do you, what is it? Do you just judge the size by eye, or do you say, right, I'm going to put this many sticks in, or do you do it by weight, or how?
I'll show you.
Cool.
That'll do. Something like that.
Cool.
Maybe a bit more.
Yeah, it's a guesstimation then.
It's a guesstimation. It's nothing big. Obviously, when they went onto the beaches at Normandy, everything they had been built in slow time.
Yeah.
So they were all the same size, all the same construction. This is one that's later on, end of 44, beginning of 45, where they just in the background somewhere we needed a scene. They've got a pioneer company somewhere finding bits of wood from somewhere and throwing them together however they could. Put it on the back of a low loader, send it to the front, get it winched onto the Avery, and away it goes. Thrown in a ditch and left.
Nice. Cool. Well, they're looking really good, mate.
Well, we shall see.
Yes.
It's the end result that counts. How you get there is all the fun and games.
Yes, definitely. Thank you very much.
I mean, all I'm doing now is throwing a wee rubber band on it, just to hold it together.
Sorry.
I've got two there from last time.
Yep.
Another one. And I will put some twisted copper wire around it to hold it together.
Does it have to be any size copper wire or anything?
No, I just happen to have a load of kettle leads I can cut up. And I just use lengths, sort of, if you can see how long that is.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yep.
I'll just 3 of those strands round together, then just tie it round, twist it together. 2 of them, Bob your uncle, and away you go.
Nice. They're looking really good, mate.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll take the compliment.
Yeah, take it while you can.
Mm-hmm.
Right, if we go to James now. How are you, James, and what you been up to? And James is on mute. Give us a sec.
I'm fine, thanks. Yeah, I've been obviously playing in the garden, doing some more bits and pieces this week. But we've got our little hurricane that I did do some bits and pieces to it to get all the back wings ready.
Yep.
As you can see, it's quite flimsy.
They did look a bit droopy, didn't they, mate?
Yeah, it's better now. I've got all these the strengthening bits in, but yeah, it's gonna be fun. So yeah,
that should hopefully hold it up as you said, because when you did them initially, I saw the pictures that you put up, and it was like, how's he going to hold those? But that is a cracking idea, mate.
Yeah. So we've cut out the skins ready to go on there, so I'm going to get them on. And then I've got to start thinking about the other little bits of detail, like the propeller and the exhausts, etc. So yeah, fun.
Cool. Just a quick question: what's the cockpit like? Is it just the bars going across, or is there any acetate to go with it?
No, I've got that, which is the canopy,
right?
And screen. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do with it yet. I may cut out the blue bits, put some acetate in, and see how I can get on with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've purposely left that to the last because I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet.
Yeah. Well, that's looking really good, mate. It's starting to come on a cracker.
Yeah, it's getting there.
Yeah. How do you feel about it now? You still a bit or? Yeah,
no. I've enjoyed making it. It's been a challenge and been an interesting process, but it's not right now. It's not something I'm not going to finish this and crack on with another one, if that makes sense. I've got others to do because the book of kits that I bought was four planes in there, so I will do another one, but a little bit more research and a little bit more playing, I think, is required.
Yeah.
But yeah, cool. Not too bad. I'll probably feel better once I've got it up and done.
Yeah. Nice. It's starting to look really good, mate. It really is.
Thank you. It's getting there.
Welcome. Right. Let's pull it back down. Which one's James? That's James. I can see you, Malcolm. Are you ready to come in? Give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down. No, don't be rude. Yeah, same to you with brass knobs on. Okay, he's giving me the 3 minutes signal. Right, so we'll go through some of the comments first. Morning, James. Geordie Moss says hi all. Morning, Geordie. Rob Tonks, morning. Just opened a post and received my Rubicon Lloyd carrier along with Rubicon British Truck and Willis MB. The Lloyd carrier is really detailed, being made from resin and metal. Oh, nice. You're going to put some pictures up, Rob. Let's have a look at those. Jay Arnold said, good afternoon, chaps. Afternoon, Jay. How you doing? Let us know what's on your bench, what you're up to. Thomas Charles has said, morning, fruitcakes in some language. It looks like Vietnamese or Thai or something like that. It's all very pretty. And then it says there is a scene in one of the Indiana Jones film where papercraft was used as a special effect. Okay, are we meant to guess, or are you going to tell us, Thomas? Come on.
Silly.
You're dealing with us, remember? Right, so before we go to Malcolm, what am I doing? I'm going to be doing my Tonka exhaust today. Oh, okay. Well, I'm feeling sick now. Malcolm, stop it.
Sorry. Carry on.
I'm going to be doing my those exhausts for my Tornado. I'm going to be painting those up, painting the reverse thrust buckets and the finger sleeve that goes around there. That should take me most of the morning to do. So that is what I is doing. So that's me. Let's go to Malcolm. Hello, Malcolm. Glad you could make it.
Hello. Hi. Sorry, I'm late. A few things to sort out. Yeah, I'm all right. I'm good. What am I up to? I am going to be continuing to build the ED209, which is Enforcement Droid 209. Here he is. It's a bit armless at the moment. But once he's got arms and legs, he will be much dangerouser. I'm working on the top of the thighs. Look at my thighs. And there's lots of little bits and pieces.
Oh, they're looking really good. You could roll a Cuban cigar on one of those.
I have to find a virgin to roll them on.
I wasn't going to say that. I thought I'd let you say that.
Yeah, and they're made up of lots of cubes and cylinders and things. So I'm going to carry on putting these together. I've got two of these parts. I haven't got a clue what they're for. I can't find them on the instructions or even the number. I think they're 38, and I can't find where they go. They may be like part of the internal part of the leg because there's 4 cylinders at the top of the leg. But I'll find it. So yeah, I'm going to be continuing with that. Also, got some news. Models for Heroes news are working with Airfix, which is awesome. Let me just bring up the thingy that I've got. So Airfix announced their new club today, just now, about a couple of minutes ago, which is what their Airfix club that they had before, where you collect the flying hours.
Yeah.
You then you send them on to the club in a passport, which looks like one of these.
Uh-huh.
And you fill it all in with all your flying hours that you've collected, and the flying hours look like these that you cut out of the side of the box, and then you can get kits back. It costs about, I'm not sure it costs, but there's some money involved to join the club. But you get, all sorts of different offers and exclusive things, and there's a couple more products that Airfix are bringing out with all sorts of different things in, which is a bit different. So have a look. But also, halfway down their page, they've now announced that they are fully and formally supporting Models for Heroes.
Oh, fantastic.
We are very, very thrilled to announce. So they also, if you send your flying hours to us, then we can then recoup the kits back from Airfix. So if you want to support Models for Heroes, send us your flying hours if you don't want to join the club. Basically, which is really good news. So yeah, everyone should have a look at that and rejoice, because support from anywhere is awesome. So there we go. That's me. I'm gonna carry on doing some modeling paper.
No.
What do you think of that?
Here we go. This is for Airfix.
Isn't it?
Thank you, Airfix. And I have those for you, Malcolm.
Yes, absolutely.
132 air miles.
I've got some here. Just
Flying hours.
so yeah, so these are found on the side of the boxes.
Yep.
These ones were sent to me by Stu, who's actually the editor of Airfix Model World. But he's often people send me their flying hours, and then we can then send them off to Airfix, which is great. And then they will send us a load of kits. which is fantastic.
Oh, that is absolutely awesome.
And they give us they basically give us all the passports we ever need to fill in. So they expect us to do quite a few. So I've got a lot of sticking in to do. So please send us your Airfix miles. I'll put some proper posts about it up on the Facebook when I get to it.
Well, if you want to send me a couple of books, and I can get these ones stuck in for you and get them back to you.
Yeah, could do. Well, every now and again we just do a little stick-in thing. Doesn't take long. But yeah, that's really cool.
Nice.
Really pleased that's up on their site because that will bring
I bet. But
a lot of traffic, which is lovely, and just getting our name out there. You know, the link's not clickable, but that's right. Cool. Right.
Great work, Malcolm. Well done.
Cool.
That is absolutely fantastic to
Yeah,
get
well done,
somebody like
Malcolm.
that. Now we need to work on Revel and Tamiya.
Yeah. Go alphabetically.
Yeah.
Well, took 3 years to do ethics, so let's see who's next. I think it would be. I don't know.
Not sure. Okay. Thomas's reply to his early comment. In Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, in the scene where Indy and his dad were trapped on a beach with an aircraft was strafing them, they had no cover. Indy's dad grabs a brolly and runs down the beach shooting the seagulls. Yeah. The seagulls fly in the path of the plane, destroying it. To simulate the seagulls striking the canopy of the model, they made out of paper hundreds of paper cranes. They were the right shape, size, and hit the glass perfectly. Nice. Oh, and also Rob Tonks has posted a picture of his Lloyd carrier he got from Rubicon. I'm just going to have a look at this. Where I Right, let's going to share my screen. And here we go, infinitesimal. Right. There we go. That's his Lloyd carrier. That looks really good.
I love the way they do those tracks pre-built on the side, and you just slot them into the side.
Yeah.
Saves you a lot of bother with the tracks, especially at that scale, and they put a hell of a lot of detail in there, don't they?
Oh, they do. They do.
Yeah. John wouldn't like it.
Thomas has rechristened Rob Tonks, changing his name to Rubicon Tonks. He must have spent that much on Rubicon. Surely they've given him some shares in the company now. Or is it Malcolm gets the shares for every person he gets hooked onto them?
There's no program.
Oh, you know what we could do is just say to Rubicon, for every person that you sell a kit to, you donate one to us free. Or are they already big donator? They're already big donators.
They're huge donators.
Right, okay. I'll shut that one up then. Let's shut that one down.
Yeah, huge and massive donators to Models for Heroes. So much so that I need to write a post about a donation, but I haven't got around to it yet. So I'll not say nothing until I've got it all written down properly.
Yeah. And there are some very, very generous companies and people out there, and we thank them all from the heart of from the bottom of our hearts.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, just the British public as well. It's not just the companies; it's the British public and their feelings towards veterans and mental health and helping the emergency service personnel as well. It all helps. And Models for Heroes wouldn't be here or doing anything if it wasn't for the help of the British public and the volunteers and everyone else who just puts their time and their effort in for free, and their expertise.
What, you mean we don't get paid?
No,
Oh,
no, newsflash. We don't do this for money. We don't do it for money. If we did it for money, we'd be much better organised, wouldn't we? A bit more professional.
Not necessarily.
Well,
no, I agree with you.
that's true.
Completely.
That's true. Actually, that's true. Quite often, I'm not going to say any names, obviously, but quite often I'll be doing this role I have, and I think, what? I'm doing this role for free, and there are people who get paid to do what I do, and I'm doing a better job than them. But
Yeah.
Anyway, never mind.
Yes, because you're not getting paid.
Yes.
You're doing it for a different reason.
Doing it because I love it.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's a job of the heart for you. And to be honest with you, a lot of the volunteers, it's because they love modelling.
Yep.
And they get to give something back to people.
Yep. Absolutely. Works. Lots of levels. Our lunch has arrived.
Woo! What you got?
I have crackers, German salami, cheese, some grapes, strawberry, and a cheeky blue ribbon.
Right.
Cheeky.
Cheeky blue ribbons snack on the side of the plate there. Oh, and my favourite beverage at the moment, orange juice and lemonade.
Orange juice and lemon. Orange juice or orange squash?
Juice.
Oh,
With bits.
nice. Right, okay, I need to catch up on the comments. Thomas Charles, the infinity screen Steph did is called the Drawster effect, and it's an early video effect famously used on the Tom Baker Doctor Who intro titles. I remember that. That was really good. That was.
Yeah, and Bohemian Rhapsody, I think they used something similar.
Yeah, they used that as well. Rob's gone on to say the British CMP truck is good, and now I want 3 versions at last. Might call the truck Malcolm. Yay, there you go, Malcolm. Rubicon is addictive, but still doing a 135th. But these Rubicons are great for Mojo. My Mojo's the Queen tanks. You can do them in 2 or 3 hours, and then just sit there and paint. They're great fun for Mojo. Thomas says, before he shoots back to the studio, as he's on here tonight, please pass on my thanks to Airfix. Send us a link, Malcolm. Going to speak to Beth at the Practical and Miniature Effects page on Facebook, asking if model companies can send in the air miles to you. They throw these boxes out by the dozen. No! Oh, that'd be brilliant, Thomas. Absolutely outstanding. And then Thomas has said, Malcolm's midday modelling munchies.
Yes, that's what the show should be called.
Yes.
What are you eating today?
What's on the plate today, Malcolm?
So yeah, Thomas, the link is on. I think I'll put it on the mess for the club, and our website is modelsforheroes.org.uk if you want to pass that on to anyone. But just PM me if you want any more informations. My desk is getting very busy. Who's having kitchen work done in the background?
No one. That's why Mrs. loading dishwasher.
Ugh, my dishwasher's busted.
I know.
Have you broken Caroline?
Shut up.
I wouldn't say that today.
Oh, she's not in a good mood.
On the warpath.
Why? What have you done wrong now, Malcolm?
Oh, nothing to do with these work. Woe betide, man. House of we'll have House of 3 Women, so it's going to be an interesting future for me.
Oh yes.
Unlucky.
Yeah. So yeah, we didn't get any thunderstorms at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've. My app said we were going to get them about 7 o'clock this morning.
No. So I saw them on the Doppler, and they came across the English Channel and then died out at Southampton. It's like a big long strip. As soon as they hit the coast, it just all petered out. But they went up the Atlantic, up to where up to where Gary is. Gary Oden. So James, you've been doing your paper modelling. I wasn't here at the beginning, so is this your final foray, or have you got a second wind?
This is going to be the final day on this.
Oh no!
We are coming to the natural end.
Natural end. End of its lifespan.
No, it's just come to the point where it's finished.
Right. Okay. Gotcha. It's going to die of natural causes, is it?
Well, the model itself, I'm not sure about that. We shall see. But no, it's like I said earlier, it's been all right. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed the process. I've enjoyed the. He said, as he makes a mistake. Yeah, I've enjoyed it. I just I'm not sure I will be rushing to start the next one.
Not enjoyed it enough.
Like I said before, it's a long process, of which, it's just a long process.
Yeah.
Sounds like I'm whinging. I'm not really. It's, like I said, it has been fun. I have enjoyed it. There is definitely a sense of achievement once you've done it.
Yeah,
I'm
reading that too.
Yeah, once you figured out certain bits and gone, oh yeah, that's how you do it. That makes sense. But I probably found this more frustrating than I would do a normal model. So that's,
Yeah. I certainly think it's been very satisfying. And I don't know whether there's ways of making it quicker than the way that we've been doing it.
Oh yeah, definitely there is. Definitely. I mean,
I can't think of many that there will make much difference.
One way would be to buy it pre-made.
Or die cast, yes, that would cut out
die cast,
that annoying building part of it.
But it would. If I could find someone that made paper, it might be better.
Steph had an air show going on, so I just muted him. Go on, James. Sorry.
No, it's all right. I was just saying. I say it in jest. I've enjoyed the process. I have.
Yeah.
but I must say that I think what I'm trying to say, I'm sat here doing the last little bits, thinking to myself, I'm so pleased I finished this.
Yeah, gotcha.
But that's a mixed thing of not only I'm glad it's done, but also it's a bit of I'm glad I didn't put it in a box and.
Yeah, I'm with you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there is definitely an element of satisfaction.
Yeah.
Like I was saying to Steph, there are still things that I've got to figure out, like the canopy, etc.
Yeah.
Which isn't going to be easy.
No.
I could make it easy by just whacking on as it is, but that's not my nature, as probably people that know me already would know.
What is the canopy then? Is it just a strip of paper you have to?
That there is the canopy.
Okay.
So I could bend that round and stick it in its place, and that'd be fine. But then, what was the point of doing all that effort in the cockpit?
So what would you cut out the blue then? Do you think?
Well, I've got two options. I can either cheat and have the canopy open.
Yeah.
Which I'll be honest, I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Because I think to try and cut that and put acetate behind it and all that is going to be a nightmare.
Yeah.
And what I don't want to do is I don't want to ruin it and then not have a canopy.
Gotcha.
So
yeah,
I think
you're right. I agree. Go on.
I think that's probably what I'm going to do is I will have it open because then it's on there. Yeah. The other thing I've got to decide is the wheels. In that I was in my haste of moving along, getting off the bench. I forgot to put the strengthening parts in for the wheels.
Oh, right.
So I am wondering whether I should go down the road of having it so it's flying.
With the canopy open.
With the canopy open.
And no pilot.
And no pilot, yes.
Okay.
So, no, I'll probably find a way around it. I haven't quite figured that out.
Out.
Haven't thought that bit through yet.
Yeah, maybe he bailed out.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he's bailed out. That's why the canopy's open. You see?
Well, he's bailed out because that's why it's not finished.
Yeah, it's the paper's not strong enough.
James bailed out of the build, and the pilot bailed out of the plane. There you go. Perfect. You could call it bailed out.
We all bailed out.
Yeah, I like that.
Well, you could take the last photo of it actually on fire.
No, I'll be honest. There has been a few occasions where I thought to myself, I'm going to get a match. But I'm actually at a point now that whatever happens, I won't be setting fire to it.
Okay.
I will be keeping it.
Right. The match would make it stronger, wouldn't it?
Probably as a warning not to do another one.
Little pile of ashes.
Stand away from the kit.
Yeah. Do not touch the models. Wow. Oh, I like the bailout idea. That's good.
Yes, I'm thinking that's where we're going to go.
James?
Huh?
You could have it as he's bellied in. The nose can be all distorted then.
No, I quite like the bailed out idea, to be honest. I think that says a lot.
How did they bail out in those days? They literally just physically opened the canopy and got out.
If they could, yeah.
Wow.
The technique was to open the canopy and, if you could, flip it over so it was upside down, and then nature would take over and you would fall out.
Oh, right.
Bearing in mind you had to unbuckle yourself first.
Well, yeah, you had to undo your bits first.
Really? They advised you to go inverted to fall out of the plane?
Yep.
Wow.
And if you couldn't do that, you had to aim when you dove out for the trailing edge of the wing.
Yeah.
Because if you aimed for the gap, you'd end up hitting the tailplane.
So you jump to the side rather than up?
Yeah. Well, if you jump up, you're going to get hit by the
You
Nice
jump
and
short
vertical.
instead of long.
Yeah. Oh.
I think actually they would. Part of the training was to, or the advice given was to actually fall out of it in a roll. I think that's what they trained, was the fact that you put the plane in a roll and you'll slide out and you'll be fine.
Right. Don't forget your parachute.
Yeah, just make sure you didn't unbuckle your parachute and not your seat harness.
God.
And the idea was that the fact that because the plane was rolling, you would miss all the bits that might hit you.
I'm with you.
I don't know how successful that method was.
Yeah, you could do that. You've got your paper parachute there.
Oh, you're just trying to make it even more complicated now.
No. Well, that's already made. It's already built. Isn't it?
It's already made, James. You've already done it.
Yeah, you've already completed
James.
one parachute. Just saying. Just giving you options.
You sounded like my daughter then. Just saying.
Right, I'll be back in a bit.
Okie pokey.
Thanks for the warning.
Right, let's quickly go through some comments. And then we'll go back around everybody, see how everybody's getting on. Right, Thomas is bogged off. See you later, Thomas. Take care. See you tonight, mate. Rob Tonks has said, the tip I got from Geordie for a YouTube video channel on military vehicles is worth a look at, as it is great for getting references. The channel is Inside the Chieftain's Hatch. Yes, I've seen that. That's advertised on World of Tanks as well. It's a really good set of programs, that is, if you want to get some really good details. Rubicon Rob says the vehicle that Gary is doing is amazing. Cool. There you go, Gary.
Thank you.
Geordie has said, and unstrap your false leg that is stuck into your Douglas Bader. Yeah, it reminds me of the old joke about Douglas Bader in a camp. The Germans think he's trying to escape bit by bit.
How far out? What far out are we doing?
And I'm back. Hey.
Hey.
Yay!
Oh, talking about a Chieftain's Hatch on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Builds Tamiya models. It builds his models on his tube now. And
Cool.
I tried to contact him when he started to say, hey, we do it too. Have you heard of us? But I didn't get a response. Might try again. This is quite popular on YouTube, so I imagine he gets quite many messages.
Yes, he does, probably.
But yeah, I do enjoy him. I like it when he tries to climb in to tiny tanks. And he's quite a tall chap, isn't he? Like 6'3" or something.
That reminds me when we got back from the Gulf.
Hmm.
We had in the hangars there was a T-72.
Right.
In our tanker, ex-East German, and the blokes were getting in it, and they were standing where the commandos are, literally standing on the turret floor with their heads poking out the turret roof.
Gosh.
Yeah, in ours we could stand up and there's a good foot.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
There's no room for a large man.
Not in the Russian kit, no.
No. Well, I saw you posted up about the Tank Fest and React as well. Do you know what they're going to be doing for it?
I haven't got a Scooby. It was put up by somebody else, and I thought, oh, this could be an idea. I don't know whether it's in conjunction. The Tank Fest one is in conjunction with World of Tanks. I'm wondering if it was a World of Tanks drive-by, or it's an actual people driving armored vehicles around Bovington's track for 3 hours, and with an online commentary.
Yeah, maybe.
Because that would be great.
Yeah. That'd be good. Beat the queues and the people.
Yeah. You know, there might be someone walking around, or they might have already done it with, this is what Bovington Tank Museum is about, and this is the preservation area, and this is workshops and things like that.
Yeah. Conservation.
3 hours just sat down watching tanks go by. Yay. You did notice I put one up for staff.
Yeah, I did. I saw that. It's very kind of you to incorporate other other interests. So it's very diverse of you.
Thank you, John.
Pleasure.
Yeah, I wonder if they'll be recreating the virtual crowd experience as well. So if you bring a step ladder to the virtual event, you get to see more. Or if you don't log in on time, you have to sit with a load of people standing in front of you.
I've never been to Tank Fest.
I think you might enjoy it.
I might do, yes.
Yes. Well, the thing that has put me off Tank Fest in the past is, well, one, it's tanks, and two, very, very busy. I hear that all the time, and all the photographs I see, it just looks like a massive pile of people.
There's about 1,000 there, isn't there?
Yeah, I couldn't think of anything worse, to be honest. It's not my idea of fun.
No.
But I do love the Tank Museum. I've had lots of good times at the Tank Museum lately.
Excuse me. I used to live at Bobby, so used to just wander down to the museum, show my ID card, and get in for free. So
Well, it's a bit too far away now, but at the time, did you ever think about being a volunteer?
I was doing it for real, so no.
Right, cool. No worries. I know some people who volunteer and they get a lot out of it. You know.
Oh yeah, I did Duxford. Not as good as it could have been for me.
Yeah.
And just before I stopped doing that, it was getting on for 2012, so all the money had been stopped in museums. Nothing. Then different managements came in and went, "Oh, we've got no money, so you're not doing that. You can't do that. You can't do that." And eventually, everything just dried up.
Oh.
And the one thing I really wanted to do in fact, why I volunteered.
Mhm.
The last thing I saw, it was driven in or pushed into a garage and locked up. And that was
Right.
it.
Right.
I expect he's still sat there doing nothing. People have forgotten about it.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Jordan says you wouldn't want to be heading to Dorset at the moment.
No.
No, absolutely not. No. Yeah, I think it's interesting. Rob changing his name to Rubicon. Rubicon Rob. Or Ruby Crack, as it's been known.
Ruby Smack.
You ever built one of those kits, John? Rubicon ones?
No.
No. What about you, Steph?
I've seen one done.
Hmm.
I've assisted someone do one.
Right. What about you, Steph?
What's that?
A Rubicon kit. Have you built one before?
Tiger 1.
Okay. Yeah.
Really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
As you say, they're very, very nice kits to build.
Yes. Very good.
Right, I have to go and get some water because I'm melting again.
No worries. I wondered, John, if you had an interest in painting some figures or something for Games Workshop, or any interested in that since you did that.
I would like to, but I've got so much to do.
Right. Okay.
I thought about it. I need to clear my whip down before I really start anything else.
Yeah. I thought maybe you got you might have got the bug after doing the thing at Winton.
I used to do 6mm War Games figures myself.
Oh, okay. All right.
I even painted the cuffs and everything. The Napoleonic. That was my young age. No, I've got a couple of figures to do for various bits and pieces.
Yeah.
And I've got this one to. Right. Oh, there we go. This is going to be a gift for my youngest son.
Oh.
Who happens to be a Marine, and it actually looks like him.
Right. Well, Gary's got one like that as well, hasn't he, to do? And yeah, Gary's got one similar, and Steph's doing his Tony Robinson at the moment, hasn't he? Your figures. It's good.
That was sort of put on the back burner for quite some time until I found a dome for it to go under. One of these like gas clock domes.
Yep, I know.
Found something similar. It's actually, I think it's Perspex, or at least clear plastic.
Yeah,
it was a Christmas decoration, so I managed to strip that down. So I've got that. I've just got to slowly paint that and get it right.
Well, that's a good idea. Christmas, like a Christmas sphere thing, was it?
Yeah.
Balls.
About that size. It's that. I actually cut about half an inch off it. I'll clean it up, and all sorts, and take the top off. Little bobbly thing. But there was a Christmas tree with lights and all sorts and figures in it.
Oh.
So I just had to do a round base, cut a slot in it, and slot that in, and the figure will be sat in the middle. It's to go on his desk at work.
Yeah.
He won't be going to work for some time. The job he's doing, he can work from home.
Yeah.
So, John, a question.
Oh no. Go on then.
When you were saying earlier that you did miniature figures,
Yeah.
and you said they were Napoleonic. Is that correct?
6 mil Napoleonic, yeah.
And this was in your early days, was it?
This is when I was, how old would I be? 20-ish, 24.
So would they have been classed as modern day figures at that point then?
No, they were fantasy sci-fi figures.
Sorry, John, couldn't resist it.
No, did you hear the answer?
Yeah, did you?
No, I said no. They were classed as sci-fi fantasy figures.
Oh dear.
Naughty boys.
One of the things I've been looking for a few months now is a 1/72 scale milli, 10-ton milli. Don't know who knows what that is. Six by 4 flatbed.
I think I remember.
10-ton knocker.
Yeah.
And I thought, I found one. Matador models. No, but that's in 1/76. And I was looking on Scale Mates yesterday, and I just typed in the search, go militant. And I've actually found one. In fact, a couple.
Right.
In a strangest of places, an aviation modelling shop.
Okay.
They're doing like transporting of aircraft parts.
Yeah, they're a bit like the old Queen Marys, aren't they?
Yes. So this is going to be a nice little change of scenery for a Centurion bridge layer.
Ooh.
Nice.
Well, I've got one, which is a conversion, Cromwell conversion of an Ace Mark 5 tank. Resin conversion of a plastic kit. Well, I never actually crewed or commanded Centurion bridge layers. Did Avery, but not the bridge layer. Slightly before my time. But I have a very good friend who was armoured. In fact, he was, you'd call him Guns, his rank. He used to teach gunnery.
Was he a knight?
Sorry?
Was he a knight?
He's what?
Was he a knight? You said he was armoured.
No. You're not funny.
Oh, yeah. Do carry on, John.
Oh. And I'm completely distracted now.
That's just throwing you completely.
When I was building the one I was doing, there's a couple of bits on it I didn't know what they were for, so I spoke to him, and he found out that there's a crane hook on the boom for it to self-assemble the bridge. There's only one type of bridge. So when they were transported by Ancars, the bridge was stripped down and put on a couple of militants. So the millie's there, so I'm going to sort of do a diorama of the bridge layer building its own bridge.
Ah,
Nice.
But obviously transported, it's going to have half already built, then one being lifted by the bridge layer, then one still on the militant.
right. What scale is that going to be in, John?
1/72.
Gosh, right. That'd be good.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah. Right, I might be losing my Wi-Fi now because
Wife wants.
my wife wants it. Yeah. Again. How dare she? Oh, so I worked out what this part was because I know everybody was so concerned.
I was very worried.
Yeah. So these are the top of the. Well, he hasn't really got thighs, has he? He's, well, part of his leg, top of it, and this bit goes on in here and folds around that section.
Oh, what, for his hips?
Is it his hips? I don't know what the bit that kind of, I don't know what it does. Anyway, so that's what that's for. And then there's off these 4 circles, there's 4 cylinders that comes up. So I'm just going to strengthen this up a bit because it's just a flimsy bit of paper. So I'll just cut a piece out that I'm going to slot into there, and then I'll actually put a piece underneath here as well to keep it stoidy. And then I might just give up. Like that.
Give up.
No, you're not going to. No.
Yeah, I might just walk away and go, whatever.
Don't believe you.
Well, someone did suggest that I just did the legs and then just do like a burnt out top half, just like in the film.
I think that was Thomas, wasn't it?
Yeah, imagine.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ah.
oh, don't believe it. You horrible, horrible, horrible little man.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I knew it was going too well.
Oh no. Oh no, what's happened?
I have breakage.
No.
Yeah.
Which bit?
It's all right. It's the air scoop underneath. It's all right. I think I can, with a bit of gentle persuasion, I think it'll all be fine.
Okay. Take your time.
Pass me that hammer, please, dear.
No, the rubber mallet.
Doesn't make as much noise.
I hate you with a passion.
So yes, before James implodes, I do need to leave, unfortunately.
Oh, right. Part-timer Malcolm. Turn up late, clear off early.
Yeah, I know. I do apologise.
Just like the RAF.
No
I-
problem. Takes one to know one.
I do love these lovely times we have together. But I do have to leave, unfortunately. We will be back. I will be back at 8 o'clock. I'm looking at my wife going, are we going to be back at 8? Yes, so I'm allowed to be back at 8. So there we go. We'll see you at 8 o'clock, chaps.
Okay,
See you later.
Bye now.
Bye, Malcolm.
Have a good thing.
And then there was 4. Well, 3.
Well, that's debatable, that one, John.
That's what I said. 3 and Steph.
All right. What was your cake, chicks?
I never said a thing, Steph.
Exactly. Until
He
now.
was very quiet. He was taking it all in.
Yes, observing, Steph, observing.
Gary, do you watch watch YouTube at all?
I do. John, I do.
Have you seen Andy's? Is it Andy's modelling headquarters?
The man from America.
No, I don't. No. There's another one. He's a short guy, Mr. He likes Land Rovers.
No,
Oh, what's his
I haven't
name?
seen.
I'll show you the link later. But he's doing a conversion of a 110 down to a 90, which is exactly what I need to do as well, because I've got a 110, a hard top 110. I need to go from a 110 to a 90. And he's got all the angles and everything for the rear chassis. He's worked it all out. He actually gives a complete build for it.
Nice.
How to cut, where to cut, things like that, angles. I'll see if I can get it up later.
Thank you, John.
I thought, ooh. Yeah.
John.
I've got that to do because I've got my wagon from Canada was a 90. So I'm going to do that one.
Is that a long wheelie going down to a short wheelie?
Yes.
Cool.
That's what I said, 110 to a 90.
I just called them long wheelies and short wheelies. I didn't know what.
Yeah.
Correct.
Numbers are too difficult for you, aren't they?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
What? Gary, stop it.
I'm saying that.
What's your sniper's call sign?
Say that again, John.
What's your sniper's call sign?
Romeo 1 Echo 10 Alpha.
No. We talked about this last time. It was tree.
Oh, aye. 3-3.
Tree.
3-3.
Right, let's do some comments. Rob Tonks has said he'd like to see Douglas Bader drive the Lloyd Carrier. You wouldn't want to be heading to Dorset at the current time. No, we didn't. John?
Yes.
Geordie's asked you, are you aware of the Battle of Douvres radar station? That might interest you.
No.
That parachute regiment, I believe.
No.
I think it was one of the first para attacks, and it nearly went completely tits up, and I can't remember exactly why. I'm sure Geordie will tell us. Well, we've got 4 guys watching. Come and join in, please. Please give us something else to discuss apart from ripping the shit out of the Air Force.
Language, Timothy?
But that is a good subject.
It's not difficult, though, is it?
No, there isn't.
Suppose it's not. No.
Do most of the work for us. Only a few more to do.
You trunk bashing?
No, the steam bashing. It's a lot easier nowadays.
What do you use?
Plastic pipe. 9-inch plastic pipe. And chain. Gary, do you get many model shows in Northern Ireland?
No. Malcolm was saying there's one a year, just I think.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Down in Belfast.
Yeah, there's the Belfast model shows once a year, but there is 2 other shows in Northern Ireland which are club based throughout the year. Apparently. Right, gentlemen, I'm at a point where I'm, forgive the pun, all wet and unable to do anything further.
Not a problem, James.
So, I've got the propellers on.
Good sec. I've took
You have a good afternoon. Woohoo! Look at that.
Nice.
So, propellers on. Got the engine exhaust on. Half the canopy on.
Nice.
And both parts of the tail is completed.
Cool. That's looking really good, mate.
So all that's left to do is to put the front part of the canopy here and the undercarriage. And it is all done.
Good.
Excellent job, mate. Excellent job.
As long as you don't look too carefully, it doesn't look too bad. But there you go. Anyway, I'm going to shoot off because I've got to go and appease the wife.
Ooh.
And I will probably come and see you on Monday to do the last little bits of this.
Cool.
All right.
I will be posting on Modeller's Mess later my little looks.
Lovely jubbly.
Just got to take some decent photos of it.
Yeah, of course, the Land Warfare finishes today in the Model Officer's Mess, so it's going to be a busy weekend this weekend.
When does the Air Warfare one start? Is it next week?
The Air Warfare starts on Friday of next week. So a week today.
I have got mine ready to go.
Cool. And we've also got another one in the crash as well.
Ooh.
James,
starts on the 1st. Yes, mate.
I've put mine in, but I don't have a picture of the start date, but it's on the videos for the Models for Heroes when I started it.
That's fine, don't worry.
Okay. Thank you.
Not a problem. You could do a screenshot.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But it's getting the time and date in there.
That's right. Just do well. If you got it on, if you find it on the video and just do a screenshot, it should have the
date the video went out. Yeah,
date the video went out, wouldn't it? So that's fine.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you, mate.
But yeah, no worries. Anyway, I'm going to shoot off. Have a great day, everybody, and a great weekend.
Yep, you too. Have a good one. And I'll be watching you Sunday.
Yeah, that could be fun. Yeah, do you know? Oh, do you know what I did? The because this is what I've been building.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I did all the bits and pieces in the live stream. Went off and picked the wife. Came back and realised I'd stuck it all in the wrong way round. So I had to take it all off, and that's why it's progressed somewhat. Is because I got quite frustrated with it. But luckily managed to save it because the bits around here are actually paper; they're not wood. So yeah, it was a lucky save. But yeah,
like it.
that'll be Sunday's fun. We'll get that finished. Anyway, guys, take care.
Will do. And you. Be good.
Bye.
Bye,
Right.
James.
Oh, then there was
Uh-huh.
Then there was 3.
and 2 instead. Do some comments.
Are you getting talked at, John?
Hey, what?
Is that your other half in the background?
Oh, she's working. She's upstairs talking. She's on a conference call or something. Yeah, that's her. You can hear.
Right. Geordie said no, it wasn't the Paras. It was the 79th Armoured Division. They were using Averys and flails with 41 Commando.
You see, 79th Division 79 never fought on its own. It wasn't it wasn't a formation that was a fighting formation, as it wasn't like a 7 Armoured Division. You couldn't send it to a battle. It gave out units from brigade down to squadrons.
It's not a support unit.
Yeah, because the Averys and flails would maybe 1 or 2 squadrons, or it might be just 1 squadron. Churchill crocodiles, a troop or whatever, were dished out to whatever formation required them.
Right.
Yeah, it was the biggest armored division in the British Army, but never fought as a unit.
So I take it then for that would have been 4. Was it 4? I can't read. 4-1 Commando would have said, right, we need some of these.
With Averys and flails from a squadron in support. Yes.
Cool.
The flails to rip through the barbed wire and minefields.
Yeah.
Averys, if the scene's on, to cross any anti-tank ditches or big ditches, and then with a petard to blow any bunkers open.
Yeah.
Dustbin chuckers.
Sorry?
Dustbin chuckers. $190mm shape charge or a petard.
Yeah.
Basically a big spring. Averys with the petard And Churchill crocodiles work very, very well as a team for bunker busting.
All right, cool.
Well, the average bombarded the bunker, split the concrete.
Yeah.
And the crocodiles came up and just launched flame at it. Obviously, then with all the gaps, it just went in. The Germans had a choice: die or surrender. Obviously, if you've seen one of your opposed bunker just get obliterated with flame, the chances of you actually surrendering are quite high.
Yes.
What we got? Oh, I will look that one up.
What, the Battle of Douvres?
Yes, because Geordie's going.
Yeah, I've seen it mentioned a few times.
I've got a couple of books from tank commanders from Normandy. One of them was a replacement. I was surprised that the British troops in Churchill's, yeah. No, sorry, there were Shermans.
Right.
When they came up against things like Panthers and Tigers, they never used AP on them, on a person, all HE. And the way you said it was basically when you've got a superior number of tanks all firing at one target with HE, you don't have to kill it. You just have to incapacitate the crew.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's, oh, yeah. You don't have, yeah, it just stops. Stop the driver, ears ringing and all sorts, bits flying off inside.
Yeah, setting up all the scabs.
Yeah. A whole troop or squadron firing at one target. That's a lot of rounds going at it.
Oh, yeah.
Then the German Fireflies would work their way around to an advantageous firing point and put AP rounds into it.
Yeah.
Oh, almost done with these. Steph?
Yeah.
Are you going to change what's being shown?
Why? What is being shown?
Just
Sorry,
your punch.
Oh, crumbs. Thanks, mate. There we go.
Yes, Geordie.
Sorry, I was
Miles away.
1 mile away. 2,
Yeah.
I was printing off another picture that I need.
Miles away in reception. Just about to get to
Yeah.
see what room was.
No, I'd actually made it to the room and I was just calling room service.
Ah. You check the fridge out yet?
Never touch the fridge, it's too bloody expensive. Always bring your own alcohol.
We used to as well. You can carry a lot of stuff on the tank.
Oh, I bet you can. More than we can.
Well, you got hurts and things. And
when we'd been away on debt or would have to go and pick up a jet that had gone US, usually on a Friday afternoon, usually somewhere in Spain or somewhere nice like that. There was a great place that we used to hide things if we didn't want the coppers to find them. because we'd never go through customs. We'd have the coppers turn up and have a look around. And it's the place where the spent cartridges went. Because they come up and say, "What's that door for?" "Spent cartridges." "What's in there?" "Nothing, because we've got nothing loaded in the guns." "All right, okay." And then they'd leave it, because to get to it, you'd open the door and everything would fall out. And another good spot was you get a speedy brace and wind down the ammo container, and you drop it there. And that thing, that's about 3 foot by 3 foot by 3 foot. It's about 27 square meters of stuff you can get in there, which is brilliant.
Good. Well, we just wait till Wolfgang turned up on Salto and get a crate of arm bag.
Wolfgang. That bloke's been there so he knew where you were going to be before you did.
Yeah, of course he did. Because he spoke to SLTA command. He expected to have a backhander. It was one of the first people who the troop commanders used to go to find out where the hell they were. Where are we? You're here. Where am I supposed to go? There. I'll see you there. Gone.
Yeah, see you there in a couple of hours. All right. Let's have a look. Geordie says, "Look up the battle, mate. This was a coastal radar battery in Normandy, held out for 12 days after D-Day, so was in the rear of the British lines. Germans were resupplied by air, and 16 Havres assaulted the fortifications after the way was cleared by Sherman flails after Cromwell gun tanks failed to kill the bunkers. Blow out the vision blocks, blow antenna off, etc., etc., etc." He's still going, though quite poorly. He's involved with the Brit Army Museum in Wolfenbüttel. All right, brilliant. I need to clean my brush.
Just know if someone did a model of that, his make of Merc van, there'll be so many dioramas within it.
Yeah.
Bingo.
Apparently, there's often posts about him on the Facebook BAOR photos page.
He was on there the other day.
All right, cool.
Do I do this lot before?
You all right there?
Yes.
There's a big sigh.
Yeah. I thought I finished doing these, but I've broken up the original bits and doing them properly.
What do you mean, John?
Well, I just had the original bristles. I just had a big bunch and I just glued them together.
Yeah.
But I was just looking at them. I thought, nah. I just tried opening them up because I need a big pipe through them. And they were starting to fall to bits. So I thought, take it to bits. Put rubber bands around them and tie them together. So they all look the same.
Yeah.
I've got a plastic pipe for scene to do shortly. Or 2 or 3 of them anyway.
Yeah.
I've just got to get it done properly. If I can find a a net the right size, it would be helpful. But
Bandage?
sorry,
Bandage?
no. It needs to be a proper square net.
Yeah, that's what bandages are, aren't they?
I don't know. I'll have to have a look. I might have to make one.
Yeah.
Put some nails onto a bit of board and get some maybe crocheting cotton or something like that.
Yeah, that
And
should
actually make a square net.
Oh yeah, that would definitely do it.
So once I can get it done properly, I can then go, ha. I've got the pipe work or the pipe for the 1/35th scale.
Yeah.
Make them up as I want them. I'm going to need at least 3, if not more.
Yeah.
Once I can make them and it'll be good. Get the change in the right place. Internal and external.
Yeah.
And wait for people to go, no, that's not right. I've seen it on there. It just like that. You go away. Away.
My retort to people like that is, have you actually worked on them?
Yeah.
And when they say no, say, well, I have. And you see all different sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
And I've seen one like this. So, suck it up, buttercup.
Yeah. I do that with Armored Engineer kit.
Yeah.
Normally doesn't go down too well.
Hey, that's their problem.
Yeah. Well, they can do it how they want. But yes, but if you tell them why it's not like that, that's up to them then.
Yeah. But my attitude is, well, you've come along here and told me my work's wrong. I know it's right. So if you can't handle me correcting you, then don't come and try and correct other people.
Mm-hmm. There was St. Avery at Mathburn Nationals. I corrected the bloke. Lead balloon. There's a couple of things he got wrong.
Yeah.
Then there was a Chieftain bridge layer at Scale Model World. In fact, it was the first time I went. But it was constructive criticism, not, oh, you got that completely wrong, and not telling why. It was a case of that's not like that because of this, that.
Yeah.
If they take it on board, fine. If they don't, that's up to them.
Well, it's the old shit sandwich.
Yeah.
Model's great, love it. If I may suggest, that wasn't like that because of A, B, C, D, but what you've done is a really, really good model.
I don't think I was quite that diplomatic. Almost. Didn't say, oh, I like the model, but
yeah,
that didn't happen because of blah blah blah.
Yeah. Well, you're one of these people that, as you said before, the first thing you look at is the tracks. If you don't like the tracks, that's it.
That's now. I don't think that was then.
All right.
I mean, this would have been. Oh, when would it have been? Sort of 2006 ish when I first saw this. It was at Duxford when they had it down there, and he was put out because it was an accurate armor Centurion gun Avery from the Gulf, the one they did.
Oh, yeah.
And the thing is, he did it. The call sign he did it was one of those from my troop. Yes. He's spent money because he's then got an average trailer, which is fine, but it's up armored, and they're towing this average trailer with a Fascine in it. Part of the up armoring was removing the Fascine cradle.
Right.
They weren't going to be used in that role. So why would he be carrying a Fascine? Because all the Fascines were sent from the regiment to the forward 2 regiments, 2-1 and 2-3, for their average, which were the chieftain village. They needed Fascines, not us. So that was one thing, and he got a figure. Don't know, had a shoulder holster and things. I went, no. We had SMGs, no pistols, especially Geordie. No, I know the bloke. I was in the same troop. No, didn't have it. And you're missing out the brassard on his kit, and lead balloon. It was a lead balloon.
But you were so popular, mate.
I didn't at the time. I didn't understand because I wasn't doing models at the time.
Yeah, you were like, well, you've done a representation. You're saying it's correct when it's not.
Yeah, and
I can understand why.
I'd just gone in there, and because it was the Duxford Land Warfare workshop open day sort of thing, where we had rides and people down with kit and all sorts. And MAFA used to have their nationals on that day.
Who?
In a market, MAFA, Miniature Armored Fighting Vehicle Association.
All right.
So these are supposedly the bee's knees of miniature modelling.
Yeah.
Armoured vehicle modelling. So it's their national. So these things were on show for everybody to see and blah, blah, blah. And so this was his pinnacle of modelling. And I ripped it to bits as a non-modeler. So there was no diplomacy in it whatsoever.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but the thing is, at the end of the day, you were a non-modeler. You weren't. You don't know the rules. You don't know the etiquette. Yeah, you've gone in there being somebody who's actually physically touched, worked, driven that vehicle.
Yeah.
And it's wrong.
It was.
With being a non-modeler, you have to go, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong, because I know I worked on it. I was in it.
Yeah.
And sometimes modelers, unless they've been where we are, seen what we've done what we've done, they just don't have a clue.
Correct.
And sometimes you think you really need educating, mate, because you've got so much wrong. There was a picture, some guy had done I can't remember what it was. It was one of the American, I think it was an F-16 or an F-14. And he'd put a Maverick missile on there, which is perfectly fine. But then he went and put the remove before flight on the nose of the weapon. When it never had one on the nose, it always went on the pylon.
Yeah. That was it'd be like a safety clip for the release, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's just a pin that goes through, stops the jaws opening.
Yeah.
Or you see a jet aircraft that's been brilliantly made. They've got all the remove before flight tags in the right place, apart from they haven't done one thing, and that's put a noddy cap on the Sidewinder missile. It just, for me, if you're going to do that, you do it. You research it and you do it. It's like with this thing, for it being a 1/32 scale, the lack of detail within the cockpit, I don't mean the instrument panels are brilliant, but within the cockpit, the lack of detail is phenomenal. There's absolutely no detail behind the navigator's stuff. And it's like, I've had to put all that in. You know, how much extra time would it have taken them to CAD something like that and build that into different parts?
My question then for you, because obviously not seen the model. Well, not obviously, but I haven't seen the model. If it was closed up or even opened up, would you actually see that area of the cockpit?
Yeah, that bit of the cockpit is that bit there. Can you see the?
Yeah.
That's that there. And if I get another picture that's a little bit closer. Yeah, it's there. So it's sat right on top, right in the middle of the front and back seats, and that's what it looks like.
Okay.
So there is room to make little bits that will go across there, just to add a little bit more detail to it, because it's just so bare. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
All right, let's do another light coat on there.
I noticed Gary was quiet then. I'm just wondering if he's going in. If they start talking about trenches, I'm there. I'm right there. I know.
Yes, what annoys me about it is when you see people weathering vehicles and they're not in the wrong positions. You know what I mean?
If that, sorry.
You know the way you. Well, I would know how we would have banged doors and the snatches and stuff like that. There, things would have been chipped. And if you notice, some of these modelers don't even get that bit right.
They weather where there isn't weathering.
Yeah, that really gets. And you see some of these great war trenches, and you're looking, and you're going, "Nah, it's going to be worse than that, son." You know what I mean? I don't know how they get. There's plenty of reference pictures out there on the web.
Yeah.
Why can they not or read about it? Just don't make something that is not incorrect.
Yep, I can understand your feeling about that, mate. And when you look at it, there are some mightily skillful people out there.
Yeah.
Who, if they just applied themselves a little bit more, would become amazing modelers. And I suppose sometimes it's believing their own hype.
Let's face facts, we all banged and smashed stuff, against sides of Land Rovers. Oh,
yeah.
And they don't even get that right, even at their uniform, where their mud would have been on your boots, your trousers, and your jacket, and your webbing. They still can't even get that wee bit of detail right.
Do you know where that comes from, Gary?
Where?
Experience. And the only way you can experience that is actually by doing it. That is where you have a huge advantage over these people.
I know for one thing, when we had the Land Rovers, we never looked after them. They were battered and banged and...
Oh, God, yeah, the dents. To hide a dent, we used to do BDR over the top of it and paint it IR green. You know what BDR is?
No.
Battle damage repair. When you get an aircraft with a, say, for example, this had a bullet go through the rear tail there. You just get a sheet valley on one side and the other side, and then pot rivet it together. And that was it, BDR. So that's all we used to do to our Land Rovers. If somebody took a huge chunk out, just get a thin bit of alley, put it across, rivet it in, and then paint it IR green.
Even some of them can't even get the basics right, for the primer of tanks. Especially especially the Tigers and stuff there. They're oxide red, isn't that right, John?
I believe so, yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Germans they were all oxide red underneath. If you go down to your local automotive place, they will have red primer, which is the same colour, oxide red. And it's about £2.15 I pay for a big tin like that.
That's the thing that annoys me. You know, if you're going to make a model to represent the real article, why not do a wee bit of research before you start?
Yeah. Definitely. Couldn't agree more.
And then you have these people that comment on your work on Facebook, oh, that's too heavy weathered. Excuse me, mate. That's the way they were used.
Mm. Yeah, it was.
How many weeks of exercise have you been on? Oh, that's about 4th week.
This is my 6th week here at the moment. Yes,
Yeah.
Carry on.
Oh, yeah, John.
Yes.
Geordie has suggested muslin cloth.
I've got some. I'm looking for something really specific. But yes, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what he means. That's really good stuff as well, isn't it?
It's literally like a fishing net.
Yeah.
But it's going to be about 6 to 7 mil hole.
Right.
Women's hairnet, John.
Sorry?
Women's hairnet.
Steph, have you got any?
Yes, I have.
I don't know. I'll have to have a look.
What colour do you want? Blonde, brunette, grey?
White.
I don't have a white one, mate. Sorry.
I have to ask Martin.
Geordie's also just posted, let's face it, after 2 weeks in the field on FTX in Germany, nearly all armoured units' uniforms were mostly black and shiny with oil, and tanks were all sand-coloured unless it was raining.
Yeah.
There's plenty of good material out there, you know, for people to read.
Mm. Yeah.
Or even ask somebody that you know who would have been in the military.
Mm. Oh, just you've got to be careful with that one, though. Because once you get us started, that's it. We don't stop.
Oh, that's true.
Go on and on.
We're like
Yes,
Duracell batteries.
Especially if you ginger. Do you ever sell?
Yeah.
On and 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 on. The officer on the radio giving orders doesn't shut up for 5 seconds, so anybody can jump in going, please tell me you've got that right. Oh, bollocks. I had that done to me on Saltair once. We're attached to a field troop. I was a CT op, combat engineer op. So there's 2 of us, the 2 crews. And he gave us a grid reference to go to. So I was following the other one. And I'm looking and I'm listening to the radio as he's giving these orders out. And everybody else in the troop was going a completely different place, about 10k different direction. And I'm waiting for him to break so I could query where he was sending us. At the same time, trying to make the bloke in front of me who's commanding the other CET aware that I wanted him to pull over so I could talk to this idiot just in case we're going in the wrong direction. Eventually, he does shut up. Eventually, I find out, yes, he was giving us the wrong directions. Ah, bloody troop commanders. And I was a sapper. And eventually, the bloke in the other seat, he did look down and he gestured to him to pull over
Yeah.
because he wasn't listening to what was going on.
I remember the day the boss made us walk the whole way back to see what was on the sign. A post was like up in Newtown Butler. One of those frogs didn't look at the three or the sign, what was actually on the signpost. Made us walk the whole way back so the sprog could look at the signpost to see what was on it.
And what was on it?
Sniper at work. Made us walk the whole 7K back so the sprog could go and take a look at what was on the lamppost. Oh.
Your Caroline's got a big lass there, John.
Sorry?
Your lass has got, it's Caroline, isn't it, your lass?
No, that's Malcolm.
All right. What's your,
Tanya.
Tanya has got a very, very
Oh.
evil life, hasn't she?
She has. She's very tired at the moment. She's been up since 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we had a chippy in changing our bedroom floor from carpet to laminate.
Right.
We said, give us 24 hours notice. Obviously, we literally picked everything up or wheeled it out and moved into another bedroom.
Yeah.
So the puppy dogs, we go anywhere in the house and not a problem, can go on settees, etc. The youngest one has not been happy, so she's literally not stopped all night. So my missus didn't have any sleep for 2 nights.
Oh, nightmare.
Yeah.
I know what that's like.
So hopefully she'll be settled tonight because it's good chippy, whole bedroom, laminate floor, and skirting in how many hours was it? About 8.5.
Oh, nice job then.
It's very good. Well, we literally clear the room.
Yeah.
He phoned up on Wednesday evening, so he could. Can I come around Thursday, Friday? Yes. So straight away, carpet up. Oh, bedroom cleared, carpet up, grips up. What else was it? Grips up, underlay up. Then I have to start taking the tiles up out the ensuite because that was getting laminated as well. Oh. Nightmare.
Good job then.
Oh, he's very good. Yes. He's a bit of a find. Luckily, our next door neighbour was a builder, uses him.
Yeah.
So when we had our extension done, we got him in to do the laminate for that. And we went, oh, that's nice. We might need you again.
Huh.
So we've got possibly another 2 bedrooms to do as well. So we'll just and a bathroom.
Yeah.
So we'll get him in to do them as well.
Cool. Right, back in the march. Got to go and get that picture I paint printed off.
Oh, John, you're an idiot. Don't answer that one.
Go. There's my acrylic. What time is it, guys? It's up.
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
Geordie's put a couple of messages on there. I was telling Rob Tonks about the difference between how cam should be painted and how they were painted. Our OC squadron asked the AAC to fly over our location to photograph our cam to see what it looked like. The photos clearly showed that the Tech's Bedford box body had an elephant painted on the roof. The OC got more altitude than the Hilo.
Oh, funny. That. You see that? No, not really. I've gone quiet. Steph's fault.
I'm concentrating, mate.
Oh no. Does it hurt?
Paint at the same time.
Does it hurt?
Yes, very much.
Ooh, hello, little one.
Right, anybody want a drink?
Coffee, please.
Coffee and 4, isn't it?
Please.
John?
Oh, okay. I'll have a coffee, black and 20.
Okay, mate. Can I just call room service?
Sorry?
I'm just going to call room service.
Okay. Gary,
Yes.
before he comes, let's go.
Yeah. Where did them two go to?
We've gone to the pub.
Yeah. That'll be the next thing you'll be opening.
Don't really go to the pub. I know
Nor
you
do I.
don't. Doesn't interest me.
No.
Especially for the first 2 months, because the idiots are going to be out. I'm just going to be stupid about it.
Seeing on the news there where they want clean mod,
Oh,
going out to the beaches and stuff, that's asking for a second wave.
yes.
My missus doesn't let me go back in the near the shopping
Uh-huh.
because I lost a head last Friday in Tesco's.
Did you?
Oh. 3 people standing together, talking, no social distancing, no nothing. They're out of different cars and everything else. I give up.
I do the shopping on Friday mornings myself. There's our house, us, with me and the missus, and her mum and her husband. Her mum's 70-ish, and her stepdad's 80 odd. So they can't get out. They can't go anywhere. So I'm doing shopping for 2 households. So Friday morning, up at 5:30, out I get 6ish. You get the shopping done.
I don't understand how people can't just do what they're told to do for a while.
Because it's not going to affect them. Oh, I don't see why I should. When somebody else has, then yeah, stupid.
I think, personally, myself speaking, this 1 meter rule is going to cause more harm than good.
Yes, I agree with you on that one.
Oh, he's back. Oh, great. It's not. It's only if you can't do the 2 meters.
Yes, if you can't do the 2 meters, then the 1 meter kicks in, but the 2 meters is still the major rule.
Yeah.
I tell you what, though, you were talking about these idiots that are going down the beach and everything. I would love to be able to speak stupid, so I could find out why they're doing it.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter what language you talk to them in, they don't understand you. So I'd love to be able to speak stupid, just to find out what the hell they're up to.
It's not too hard to just do it for another lot of weeks, you know. I know it's good weather and everything, but just stay at home for a wee bit.
Yeah.
The thing that gets me about it is they turn up knowing full well you're supposed to be social distancing. They see the beach has got a lot of people on it, but they still go and try and find a spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that picture of Bournemouth Beach taken from the side, looking straight down the beach, and I went, okay, because I've seen a lot of photographs where.
Yeah, it's for children, isn't it?
So I thought, I know what I'll do. I'll see if there's a webcam, live webcam, anywhere along Bournemouth Beach. And there's one from the information centre, which is just across the road from the pier. And it's absolutely packed.
Yeah.
There's no 2 meter rule going on anywhere. It's just pathetic.
We can see why they did an emergency. Those coppers in Brixton who tried to stop that illegal street party.
Yeah.
They've got blitzed. Listen to some bloke on the radio going, basically it was the coppers' fault, you know, whose fault really was it? Did they go, you know, obviously the coppers went in heavy-handed.
That's not heavy-handed.
No, no, they don't understand what heavy-handed is, do they? You want to do writing? Let's go and speak to the
Come and speak to us. We'll show you what writing is.
How to control a no. Rubber bullet. Oh, they've shot him with a sniper shot him with a rubber bullet. Nah, it didn't.
No.
Oh.
If they had to come up against us boys years ago, they wouldn't have stood a chance.
No.
Not a hope. Right, fine, get out of the road.
Oh, we got reinforcements. Oh yeah, and who's that? 2 power. I probably might like that one. Oops.
It was like today that we were down training in Ballykilner for rioting. This par came up to me, he says, "Do you have your pink ladies?" I says, "No." He says, "Do you not have your pink ladies?" I says, "No, I don't have my pink ladies." I says, "What is the pink ladies?" He took off his gloves and there was 2 big knuckle dusters. Oh.
Oh, my brother did hot motorman. And some of the stories that came out with weapons, rubber bullets, replacing them with batteries and things like that. Cutting the bullet in half and putting fishing line between the two halves.
Now that's a rubber bullet.
Oh yeah, I like the way he described the thumb lock.
Yeah.
He said this bloke, he was taking double thumb lock, so both under, one on each side, thumb underneath his armpit, and he tripped as he went down the stairs. Oh no! Shouldn't talk like that.
No.
No.
I have to laugh at them. The police were heavy-handed. Eh? That's not heavy-handed, son. You want to see heavy-handed?
Oh.
Does the police force in England have an MSU unit?
I think they're all trained as it. They don't have specific ones.
I know the MS unit over here in Northern Ireland is a joke.
I won't be surprised these days.
4 foot. We 4 foot boys trying to carry a 7 foot shield. That is comical.
Yeah.
I bet.
It is, though it is. Did you ever see the modern day infantry training, John? Did you?
How do you mean?
On YouTube, did you see it? No.
Modern day infantry training.
Aye.
I haven't seen anything of it recently. No.
I was just looking at their assault course and I was just thinking to myself, I'm an old cripple and I can still fit to do that assault course.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's not an assault course. No fault them. That is no assault course.
Yeah.
4 obstacles.
Really? Have you got Amazon Prime at all?
Yeah.
I've seen they've redone People.
What was that stuff?
Have you seen they've redone P-Platoon? Do you remember in the early 80s?
Yeah.
They've redone it. I'll have a dig out of what it's called and I'll send you a message.
I think I've seen it recently. The actual recruit training is completely different to what we would have done.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Even them carrying the weight is not the same.
No. I'm surprised at that. After Afghan, I would have thought carrying the weight would have been, or is that in unit things? They get to their minimum then.
I think it's basically they're not allowed to carry the kit that we would have carried back in the day. You know, it's all cut down.
Yeah, it's a lot lighter though, isn't it, these days? What you're actually carrying in your Bergen is a lot of it. I mean, maybe a spare shirt and trousers. And a lot of it's ammo these days, isn't it?
Yeah. Look at the weight of the LSW compared to the Gympie.
The LSW is nothing. Hey, it was a very bad light support weapon. It definitely was.
Yeah, I was saying that the weight wise.
Yeah.
Oh, it's about half the weight of a Gympie or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I carried the Gympie for 2 years as a Sprague.
Oh.
That was the minimum you had to carry it. 2 years. Oh, Sprague, come here. Oh, don't give me that today, please don't. Because you had to wait for the next recruit to come through before you were like to, to move forward.
Yeah.
And we didn't have any intake for 2 years.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah. Even the dropout rate in the depot was very high. I wonder what it is like today.
Don't know.
Do you think any of them would be fit to do what we done, John? To go through basic training?
Yes. Yeah. They'll still get the one. They'll still get them through.
Yeah.
They have different. What's the word I'm looking for?
Targets?
No, not as such. That's not what. No.
Or
They
fitness levels or like that?
they have different. They have different fitness levels.
Yeah.
They test it more. There's a lot more science into the testing. A lot of psychological things.
Yeah. Yep, quick one. Geordie's off. He's going to jog on. Have a great weekend, lads, and thanks for your time. No, thanks for watching, Geordie. Really appreciate it. And thanks for coming.
Good, Geordie.
Oh, good Lord. That was 15 minutes ago. Sorry, Geordie.
Bye, Jordan.
Oops. Right, let's have a quick scadge round, and once we've gone round, we'll knock it on the head. Right, what you got done today, Gary? How are you getting on?
I got the radio antennas put on.
Yep.
Put a wee flag on this one.
Nice. That looks good.
And I got some of the sound channels of this.
Yeah, some of the PSP done.
Yeah. And I got a bit of the Gympie work done as well.
Oh, nice.
All the FRIIIIIIIDAY stuff now.
Cool. Right, let's have a look at Johnny's. Oh, good Lord, John.
Yes, I'm starting to assemble it. All of them are done. All have got wire on them.
Cool.
Excuse me, I've got a mark there. Got to cut this plastic pipe down.
Yeah. All you need now is a big stick in the middle, and you can burn a witch.
Ah, that's a good idea. Who would you suggest? Mark?
It's a witch. Burn him.
Burn the witch.
Cool. And I have got my exhaust done.
Oh, nice.
They just need a bit more weight on them. Dirty them up a bit. So, yeah, quite good for those.
What colours did you use?
I used gunmetal for those, for the exhaust nozzles. I used silver for the band on the outer bits of the reverse buckets. And then on there, that's my homebrew beige silver. And then I put, because it wasn't quite right, if you can see there, it's slightly pinky. So I just did a quick desert pink glaze over it, which seems to have brought the colour out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's where that is. So, crack on with some more, hopefully, the fuselage tonight. Try and get some of that done. Anyway, right, if you want to say ta-ra, guys.
Ta-ra, guy.
Thanks, guys.
No
Remember,
problem, stuff.
keep on modelling. Thanks for watching. Really, really appreciate your support.
Bye-bye.
Bye, stuff.
Bye, guys.
He's gone.